All right. What's going on, everybody? Dylan here with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar. And today we are going to be doing an interesting video. So I have a piece of paper that I wrote down. So we're going to be pulling 3 shots today. We're going to be pulling it with the DF64 E, which is new to the coffee bar. Huge shout out to Joe from Espresso Outlet for allowing me to review this unit. And then we are also going to be pulling all 3 of those shots with the Flair 58. So huge shout out to Flair, Andrew, for sending me that to review on my channel as well. So today what we're going to be doing is our first shot of 3 is going to be direct dosing, and then we are going to tamp it. We're going to taste it. All of these have 18.3 grams in, and then we're going to see how much we get out and how much time, and we're going to see how it tastes. The second one, we're going to add a step. So we're going to do direct dosing, WDT, and Tamp. And then the third one, we're going to add yet another one. We're going to direct dose, WT, distribute, and then Tamp. We're going to see if it really changes the taste of the espresso at the end, or if it's all just overrated and we just love doing extra steps when we make coffee because it's something that we love to do. So with that being said, hopefully this is a good view. And let me move it up just a little bit, and we're going to get started. So I already have all 18.3 grams in, and this has already been heated up. Now it's going to take maybe a couple seconds in between, obviously, each one, just because I do have to make sure that all the stuff is cleaned up so I can just go ahead and pull the next shot on the Flair. But here we go with the first one. So the first one, it is 18.3 grams in. We're going to direct dose and tamp. What I'm really looking for, it's not really about the time. It's really about the taste. Does adding extra steps to get a more even extraction really help with taste? And to do that, I already know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, if you tamp, it might be different tamping pressures. But to take that away, we're going to be using the Bose electronic tamper, and that's going to give us a consistent tamp each and every time. So that way, every shot's tamp is going to be the same. So here we go. I'm not going to change the grind size at all on either one of them. So hopefully this grind size is good. And here we go. All right, so I'm just going to tap that down, and then like I said, all this is going to be, I can just kind of give you a better example. So there it is right there, and all we're going to do is tamp it. If the Bose tamper works. I forgot the Bose tamper does not work on the Flair 58's portafilter. So we're going to keep it all consistent still. Just change of plans with the Happy Tamper. Now you can get this. I just didn't calibrate it to the actual portafilter. That's my bad. But the Happy Tamper, same exact pressure. So here we go. I'm just going to do it twice each time. All right, so there is our nice and even tamp. Pretty clean, which is nice. And then never, if you're using your Flair 58, don't forget this. Otherwise, you're going to get some massive spray with the Flair 58. Always make sure you have that, that puck screen. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this here. Just going to lower this down. All right, and I'm going to lift it up. Hopefully this is good. I actually bought an Osmo, or whatever, however you pronounce that thing. So it actually is going to help me film my videos a lot cleaner. So without further ado, just going to go ahead and add my water. So just going to add my water to the top. Maybe if I can zoom out. No, let me come up. And here we go. Just going to add my water. Slowly come up. Get it all the way to the top there. I like to just top it off right there. And I'll let it sit there for a good couple seconds. Turn the scale on. And as soon as it goes, here we go. 3 second or about 3-4 second pre-infusion there. And then we're gonna ramp it to full bars. I mean, that shot looks pretty beautiful, I'm not even gonna lie. And that is literally direct dosing and tamping. Nothing else. Really nice looking shot there. We're gonna go for about 36 grams out. 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. Beautiful looking shot. All right. That was pretty nice. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna raise this up. And I'm gonna bring you guys down. All right, so that was about 36 seconds. So we're just gonna write down, let me find my pen. All right, so that was 18.3 grams in. We're gonna let that sit there just for a second so it's not too hot. Coffee all over my hand. 18.3 grams in, and we got 36 grams out, 36.0. And then it came out in about 36 seconds. And now we just have to taste it. So I'm going to put over here shot quality because I can see it on my shot screen. That was a really nice shot. It came together really fast. So we're going to give that, I mean, I'm going to say about a 9.2 out of 10. I mean, that was pretty much perfect for the shot, the way it looked. So I'm going to put 9.2 out of 10. And that's going to be for looks. We'll just put it for looks. There we go. All right, set that to the side. And the most important part is obviously the taste. So what I'm going to do is I have my big pitcher here. Always have a pitcher. If you have a Flair 58, just get like a pitcher of some sort because you need to take the rest of that water out of there. So that way when you undo the portafilter, it doesn't go everywhere. I made that mistake without purging the rest of the water out, and it was absolutely awful. I want to do a huge shout out to Brent for the, I don't even know what those are called, some sticker. So I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to let that be. I think this has got some nice time on it to cool down. And just the shot quality of this. Let me show you all the shot quality. So that shot quality is very nice. Came together really good as well. And here we go. Cheers. You guys probably can't see me, but... And by the way, I'm using Good Brothers coffee. It's the... Brent, what was the bean you just sent me? It's the one that I'm testing for my coffee cart. Very good. Very nutty. I think it's day something with an M. I mean, really smooth. It's got a little bite to it in the beginning, but it's very, very smooth finish. It's very nutty, kind of honey tasting. Really good shot. All right. That was absolutely delicious. We're going to go and get prepped for the next one because I don't want this video to be too long, but it's kind of hard to make it short when you're doing a live. Bottoms up. You know, it is a YouTube channel here, and we always say stay caffeinated, so we're going to be very caffeinated today. Remove the pitcher. And we are going to... Huge shout out to MHW3 Bomber. They actually sent me this product to review, and it is absolutely incredible, this knockbox station. Let me zoom in on that. I mean, this thing is awesome. Tamper comes here. Probably should use that. tamper goes there, or distribution goes there, tamper and distribution here, and then your knock box that's removable. And I believe they have a big sale coming up from the 10th to like the 15th or something. I'll post that on the video as well. Awesome product. But let's move on to the video. So it just came off. That's why I love using a puck screen. Kind of have to with this unit, but here we go. And it's all cleaned off. For the sake of video time, we're gonna go ahead and get going here. So we're gonna direct dose again. Let me zoom out and bring you guys back over here. All right, so we're gonna put this back in. The taste, I'm gonna give the taste on that one probably about a 9.4 out of 10. That was absolutely amazing. And just direct dosing and tamping is apparently all you need. And look how beautiful this puck came. I mean, it's awesome. Anyways, here we go. Time for number 2. 18.3 grams in. And let's see what we get. And let's go. Oh, I'm so used to the DF64, you gotta do that down there. Alright. And by the way, if you guys have been following me since the very beginning, my channel just hit 10,000 subscribers today, so I really appreciate each and every one of you for making that possible. I couldn't be more thankful. So here we go. We're going to set that in there. And now we are going to direct dose, which we did. We're going to WDT. So here we are going to WDT. Just kind of go nice and slow. And there we go. I'm actually going to use this as well, just to kind of polish it off. You know, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. That way people don't in the comments say, oh, well, you didn't WDT the right way. Look at that beautiful WDT. Now, if this shot isn't beautiful, then I don't know what to tell you. So here is what we're looking at there. Looks beautiful. And we're just going to give it kind of a small tap there. And now what we're going to do is WT. Now we're just tamping. So here we go with the happy tamper. There's 1 and there's 2. Pull that out. And there is the next one. Make sure to put your puck screen in there. And we're going to get to the next shot. So here we go. I'm just going to lock this portafilter in. And I'm going to lower you all so you can see the shot again. I mean, this is a lot smoother way than I've been doing it. So I think this big investment of the Osmos, or whatever this thing is called, was worth it. And here we go. So we're going to get a new cup. So that way you know it's not from the other one. We don't mix any tastes here. And here we go. We're going to do the same exact thing. Fill it with water. Slowly raise the big lever. And fill it all the way to the top. And like so. Like I said, I'm not afraid to let it sit there for a second because I think it's a little bit nicer. And here we go. We're going to start with 3 bars of pressure here for a second. And we're going to ramp it to 9. I mean, guys, look at that shot. I mean, both shots are really nice. My biggest thing is let's see how the time changes. I'm keeping it both consistent pressure. and we're just gonna see. Now, obviously, this is only one test, but we're gonna get a good idea. Get to 36, and there. 40 seconds. So it was an extra 4 seconds longer for that one. Now, like I said, I have to do this multiple times to get a really accurate result, but we're going to kind of go with what we got right now. And we're going to let that sit for a second like we did the last one. So 36.9 grams. So we got 36.9 in 40 seconds. 36.9 in 40 seconds. I think the shot looked really nice. I'm gonna go probably 9.2 out of 10 again. I mean, I think they pretty much look the exact same. So I'm just gonna look 9.2 out of 10. And then all we have is the taste. We're gonna keep this fair. I want to make sure that it sets for a second. I don't want to drink it too fast or break my scale. Let me change the setting here. Alright. Let's set this underneath once again. Let's just purge the rest of that out. Now, with the Flair, like, yeah, you might be thinking it takes quite a bit of time in between shots, but, I mean, this is, for a manual espresso machine, this is pretty quick. I like to purge about 3 times, and there should be perfect. So I'll let that just drain there for a second, and here we go. Alright. So I'm going to give you all the way that it looks. So come back down. Looks really nice. Nice tiger striping there. All I'm going to do is tap it on the counter and kind of give it a little mix there. I mean, really good looking shot. I mean, real nice. And here we go. Bring you all back up. And here we go. Okay, so with this shot, I mean, this is all 100% honesty, 100% transparent with all of you. I wouldn't just lie or make something up just for the experiment. This is definitely, the sharpness in the beginning is gone, and it's very smooth, rich, and extremely sweet throughout the whole shot. You can definitely tell it was probably a little bit more evenly extracted, and it's a lot more well balanced. So really good. I think that one's definitely a little bit better in taste. So I'm going to give that one about a 9.6 out of 10. Last one was about a 9.4 out of 10. But to me, I really believe that that was extremely good. So I don't really know if I should drink the rest of this. I'm going to be extra caffeinated today. Oh, whatever. I'm only doing it for you all. Oh, gosh. Way too much caffeine today. It's not going to go well. But my wife's got to be the one to deal with me, so she's fine. She'll enjoy it. I'll stay up later, and then she'll be happy. So, here we go. Take the puck screen out. Just falls off. Nice and clean. Just kind of, I like to have a brush. I mean, you get these things for like 68 cents, 69 cents, and they work awesome. Nice and clean. And we can go ahead and get ready for the final shot here. So again, 18.3 grams in. I do not advise you drink this much espresso in a day and back to back to back, but I'm doing it for you guys because it's my 10,000. I got 10,000 subscribers today, and I'm extremely happy and thankful for each and every one of you. All right, so like I said, we're going to, so we direct dosed. Now we're going to WDT, so we're going to keep it the same. So we're just going to kind of mix that up. Nice and slow. We're going to give that a little tap. We're going to make that and polish it up, make it nice and pretty. Now, I wouldn't normally take this much time, but for the sake of the video, I want to make it all nice, even, and obviously as repeatable as possible, so that way we're not doing something that doesn't really matter. So now, what we're going to do is we're just going to give it a little tiny tap to settle those grounds. We're going to distribute now. So now, kind of a way of tamping. Just a way to compress the puck and distribute evenly again, which is supposed to help. So now we're just gonna, we don't have to, but for the sake of the video, 1 and 2. There is the puck setup prep again. And then we just gotta add our puck screen and prep for the next shot. So let me lower this down so that way you all have a good view of the shot once again. And here we go. Lock it in. And here comes the final step. So fill that chamber up. Gradually lift the lever as you go. And I top it off every time. Like I always say, you can always purge it out at the end. You can't always add it at the end. So that's what I do. Get our cup. And as soon as this clears like we've been doing, we're going to start. And here we go. 3 bars of pressure to start. And we're going to ramp it to 9 bars. I mean, there's been 0 spray on every single one of these. They've all came together right away. It's been around the same pressure every time. And time has changed, but we'll get to that. And 34, 35, and 36.9. Wow, the exact same. 42 seconds. So 42 seconds. We got 37 grams out. And I would say looks, I mean, I really couldn't tell the difference between all 3 of them. So again, for looks, I'm going to do, yet again, another 9.2. It's hard to distinguish the way it looks because there really wasn't channeling in any of those shots. So here we go. So looks, I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. I really couldn't distinguish it between any of them. And now all there's left to do is to kind of look at the shot quality again. Let me get, always have a pitcher. It's just easier to purge into so it's not leaking everywhere. We're going to set this to the side while we purge. I mean, you can just get a look at how easy it is to pull back-to-back shots on the Flair 58, especially for a manual lever machine like this. It is absolutely insane. And one more time, I like to purge 3 times. Nice and slow. And done. Tap that. And let's see the shot quality once again. So here is the shot quality again. Really nice and clean shot. Give it a tap and kind of mix that up. Nice crema. And we're going to go ahead and give that a try. All right. And here we go. Cheers. The last one because I can't handle another one. I might not even drink all this one. I kind of taste that sharpness once again. In the beginning, very smooth finish, still that nutty honeyness that I got from the first two. I say if anything, this one might be a little bit more over extracted than the other ones. Obviously the time definitely shows that it is more over extracted. But still really good shot. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to drink that because I'm not going to be able to breathe here in a second because I've had way too much caffeine. So here's what we're going to do. I say taste on that one. I'm going like a, I don't know. It wasn't as good as the second one. It had that same sharpness as the first one. I think it was a little bit more over extracted than the first one. I'm going to give that one a 9.0 out of 10. So just a 9 out of 10. Yeah, so we're going to go there. So now we're going to give my conclusion. So bring you over to my notepad here just so you can see what I'm looking at. All right. So here we go. Our first shot, we had 18.3 grams in. We got 36 grams out in 36 seconds. So I say that's a pretty good number there. And it looks 9.2 out of 10. There wasn't any channeling on either one of these. But taste, I gave it a 9.4 out of 10. So let's look at all these and we'll discuss them at the end. Number 2, this was using the direct dosing, WDT, and tamping. And we got 18.3 grams in, 36.9 grams out. So I did go 0.9 grams out more. And that was about 40 seconds. So I would say if we actually got 36.0 like the first one, we'd probably be at that 38-second mark. So about 2 seconds difference we can say. We can just kind of put our minds together and say about 38 seconds for that. Taste, I gave that one a 9.6 out of 10. Now, number 2, using direct dosing, WT, and tamping, I actually think it was smooth all around. So I think that the shot from the beginning, the taste from the beginning to the end was very smooth. It was very rich, nutty, kind of that honey-like sweetness. And I definitely think that this was the best one. Now, looking at the third one, the direct dosing, WT, distribution, and tamping, that's a lot of steps. Doing that every morning if you love coffee, I mean, it doesn't take long to add that extra step. Is it worth it? We'll get to that in a second. 18.3 grams in, 37 grams out. So if we did that 36 grams like the first one, we're probably looking at about 40 seconds. So between the first and the third, every time we added a step, it seems like we added 2 seconds. Now, I don't know if that's because it's more evenly distributed in the basket, so it's taking more time for that whole puck to get a more even extraction coming out, which is kind of the way that I'm seeing it. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. But I gave that a 9 out of 10. I think this was actually the worst one out of the 3, and that was the most amount of steps. So, do I think doing all of these steps is worth it? I would say no. Honestly, just the direct dosing and the tamp had no channeling. I might have got lucky, but no channeling. It was very smooth. And visually, the crema, everything was there. and the time was absolutely perfect. I mean, maybe a little bit, all of these might all be a little over extracted, but the taste is all that matters. So I think that doing less actually might be better, only because the more steps you add could be more reasons that you could disrupt the puck or crack it in some kind of way and actually ruin a good extraction. So I definitely think that WDT, if you have time, is a good thing. I think it allows the bed of coffee grounds and the portafilter to be a little bit more evenly distributed, which is going to then probably yield a higher extraction rate. That video will be soon to come. I do have a refractometer that we can test that. But I want to hear your thoughts after this video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think was the best one that we did today? Was it direct dosing and tamping? Was it direct dosing, WDT, and tamping? Or was it all four, direct dose, WDT, distribution, and then tamping? I think that the best one here was the direct dose, WDT, and Tamp. However, like I said, that was just one tiny look into the shots. But these are my results. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Again, this is we just hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel today. Extremely thankful for each and every one of you. More videos like this to come. I'm really looking to dial back into my YouTube. You know, I started Brewhead Espresso about 2.5 months ago, which is our coffee pop-up company that my wife and I started. Actually, our trailer is there in the background here. This is where we put all of our stuff at. But it's been really nice. It's been absolutely incredible how much support that we've gotten from the community and through all the festivals we're doing. I'm going to try to make more time for you guys on YouTube, whether it's with Brewhead or whether it's through Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, doing more videos like this. Please let me know in the comments what videos you would like to see from me next. And again, as always, Dylan here with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and I will catch you in the next video. Stay caffeinated. Peace.